After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. Shoves him away. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Ravens 16. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Henry's got it out the left side. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
It's a gain of 7.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Henry up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. On his loop for the extra point. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Jackson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll work this back to right around the line of of scrimmage and surrender there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up second.
This time Jackson will throw it. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Ravens take
An
over
unfortunate
first and 10.
sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
46-yard attempt.
From the left hash, this from 46. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Trenton Simpson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The 15-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Wester on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Into space at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Ravens.
Back to throw again. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raven first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Ravens 31. Tyler Luke to kick.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Luke now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to two remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 2nd and 8. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here comes 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raven 1st down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon,